If you're a beginner struggling to pass half guard when your partner's using tight frames, we're gonna have a solution for you. My name is Nathan Haddad. I'm a black belt under Helio Seneca. Today, let's take a look at this half guard pass using an arm triangle. So, I found myself in top half guard, and I have an opponent here who's using 2 frames on my shoulder here, so I'm having trouble walking him flat to the mat, okay? Anytime we pass half guard, if I can make my opponent flat and I can walk his shoulders to the floor, I'm gonna have much more success, okay? But guys get pretty good at staying tight here and making sure that their frame is solid. So what I wanna do is take my right hand, I'm gonna place it on Max's hip, and my left hand's actually gonna be on his thigh, okay? And what I'm looking to do is start putting a little bit of forward pressure on him. The first thing I wanna do is pummel my left hand to the inside. Okay, so I want my hand just to come inside like I'm gonna make a cross face here, okay? What I'm gonna take my right hand to do is start pushing on Max's armpit, and I wanna slide my head down his arms like I'm sliding down rails here, okay? I'm not looking to move Max's arms so much as I am a slight pop here. I just wanna redirect his arm slightly. So I put pressure 1, 2, and 3, and now as I pop at the tricep, my head's gonna slide down, I'm gonna connect my hands, I'm gonna go palm to palm, and I'm gonna figure 4 my legs. So, now I have Max flat, okay, I have his arm across, I have my hands connected, and I have my head nice and low. The first thing that I wanna do from here, if I'm just looking to pass, I can go ahead and get to work. But we also have the threat of submission. And since I have Max flat and my legs figure forward, there's not a huge threat of sweep or regarding here. I can hold Max here and I can cook him a little bit. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my right hand. Look, I was locked. My right hand's gonna start to push in Max's armpit, and I'm gonna physically walk my left hand deeper. Even just a little bit of spider walking my hand here is enough, okay? But I wanna punch this left hand as deep as possible. From here, I'm gonna connect my hands again with a palm-to-palm grip, and I'm gonna put my head low. The first thing I'm gonna look to do is pass Max's half guard. So I'm gonna unlock my feet, and I'm gonna pike up, bringing my hips high, and I'm gonna slide my left knee across Max's belly. So my free leg's gonna slide. And now as I sit, you're gonna notice it looks like all my pressure comes off, and that's because it slightly does. When I take my head away from him, Max isn't getting choked as much anymore, but he's still stuck here. From here, I'm gonna walk my right foot up, and I'm gonna back step, taking my right foot free here. As soon as I pass into side control, I'm gonna jump to the other side to finish my arm triangle. So as I bring my hips to the other side, I'm gonna put my left knee underneath Max's lat. I'm gonna sprawl my right leg, and the whole thing here is I wanna get as low to the floor as possible. So I flare my right elbow, and as I make my hips wider, look how I get lower to the floor. I have a lot of squeeze on him here, but you'll notice I'm not quite squeezing my arms super tight. The final finish on this, as I get low, is just to flex my bicep, and I get a super strong strangle. Okay, so the idea is once I have my head and hips as low to the ground as possible, I'm gonna flex my left bicep to take the remaining space away. Okay, this was a cue on arm triangles that I missed for a long time. For the longest time, white through really brown belt, I would sit there and squeeze and squeeze and squeeze and burn my arms out and had no idea what I was missing. The key for me was punching that left hand deeper at the beginning, and then my final flex of the bicep. That's what makes that finish super strong. Let's look at this again. We'll go from a few different angles. So, just here. My partner's doing a nice job framing. I have a hand on the hip, and look how my hand comes back here on the thigh. Okay, I wanna control this. My left hand's gonna pummel to the inside, and as I take my right hand high, I wanna press and drop my head. 1. Now as I connect my hands, I walk Max flat to the floor, and I figure 4 my legs here, okay? First thing I wanna do is adjust this choke. So as I push with my right hand, I walk my left hand deeper. Just this. See how there's space between Max's neck and my elbow? As I push, I take that away. Now I connect my hands and I start to flare my elbow. I'm gonna build height by coming high up and sliding my left knee across Max's belly. Now as I sit everything low to the floor, my right leg steps out and I'm gonna step across Max's hips. From here, I put my left knee underneath Max's lat and I sprawl my right leg wide. I don't want to go back. I want to go wide. As my right elbow flares even more, my head lowers, I flex my bicep, and I get a super strong strangle here with an arm triangle choke. Okay, so this is one way that you can finish your partner with an arm triangle, but you also have the bonus of passing their guard. So if you miss the submission, you finish on top anyways. Guys, if you like that video and you want to see my 3 favorite no-gi submissions, you can click right here. If you want our full jiu-jitsu curriculum, you can go to getselfdefense.com right here.